at that line. Look at that line. These tacos must be good, y'all. Guys, this is a continuation of Vlogmas Day 6. And this is a box I got from Canva. And I'm going to open it up. So Canva now, I don't think it was like this in the beginning. But Canva, you can design on Canva. And then you can print your items on Canva as well. This is my first time ever doing that. Now, I design my thumbnail. Sometimes I have designed Instagram posts and that kind of thing on Canva. This is the first time I designed anything that I actually printed. I mostly just do my thumbnails over there when I have like a series that I want to do. So anyway, here's the box. And so I actually had this idea pop into my head about having adoption certificates for the plushies when I sell them. And so then I was on Instagram, and I think it was all from Jade. Was it all from Jade? Hold on, let me check who it was. Hold on. Okay, so it was all from Jade. And she had, after I had the thought, I saw her post, and she said that she had adoption certificates for her plushies at her market. And I was like, okay, that is just confirmation that I should do this. So I asked her, I chatted or I commented, and I said, hey, do you have a template? And she said she didn't have a template, that her sister made it for her. So I just went on Canva and I found some different options and tweaked them, and this is what I came up with. Look at this. So I only ordered 50 of them because it was not cheap. And let me just take one out. So these are my adoption certificates. They came out really nice. It says, you can see what it says, plushie adoption certificate. This certifies that whoever has officially adopted whomever, I promise to love and take care of my new plushie, and then a signature. So what I plan to do is I'll have a pen available if they want to fill it out, but really they can just take this home. And this is going to be only for, I think if you're going to spend $25, if you buy, if you spend $25 or more, you get this adoption certificate. So yeah, there you go, all set. Or I might change it to when you buy one of the medium to large plushies, which I think they are somewhere around 20 and up. So yeah, these are so cute. I'm very excited for that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you one more thing about this order. Hold on. Okay, so now look at this. Inside of this box that it came in, it says one print, one tree Canva. Certificate of appreciation presented to. By printing this design, you have planted a tree. Your efforts will contribute to the restoration of land, with millions of trees being planted across over 4,000 hectares around the world. Presented by the Canva team. So that's super cool to know that every time you print something with Canva, they plant a tree. All right, bye. Hey guys, so I'm voicing this over because there was so much crinkling, and normally I love crinkling myself, but this crinkling was so loud that you couldn't even hear what I was saying. So I went to Michael's. I needed, as I mentioned earlier or in another video, I needed one more ball of that Charisma in the colorway Boysenberry for my gnome that I'm working on. And Michael's had all of their Christmas decor on sale, and I saw these as soon as I walked in the store. They were already 50% off, and then Michael's had given me a 25% off coupon as well. So I think I paid something like $3, and 34 cents or $3.44, something like that. And I got these mugs. Look at, I already have a Santa that I bought at a craft show, but I just had to get this one. So excited to see that. And they had a couple different designs. They had a nutcracker. They had all these really cute designs, but I was completely drawn to the ones that I got. I had seen somebody's post earlier in the day on Instagram, and they just had like a little shelf with all of their Christmas mugs, and I love holiday mugs. So I love mugs anyway. I always have. When I was a kid and would go on field trips, my souvenir would most likely be a mug. And look at this gingerbread one that they had. I thought this was so cute, so I couldn't leave it. I have nowhere to put all this, by the way. But anyway, I may need to donate some other mugs. But yeah, I thought this was so cute, so I grabbed that one as well. And then I got one more that I just had to have because yeah, I just had to have this one. But anyway, I already used this one. I drank one of my teas that I've been sharing out of this one, and look at Mrs. Claus. These are the cutest, and I'm so glad that I happened upon these. It's rare to find African American Christmas things like this, so I had to grab it up. Okay, bye. All right, good morning, guys. This is day 7 of Vlogmas continued, and I am drinking. So I already had the sweet Himalaya tea. It was really good. And now I am drinking a milk tea. Like, it's one of those instant things that you get, it's like a stick, and you just put it in and add water. So that's a milk tea. It's from a Japanese company. I got it. I was at we have a Japanese store here called Mitsuwa, and they have on one side the groceries, and on the other side you can buy cooked food from, like, it's probably like 6 or 7, maybe 5 or 6 different stalls, basically, and they have a common eating area. So anyway, I bought this while I was waiting on when I went to the dentist. I stopped there to get myself some lunch, and then I found this. I always go look around the grocery store while I'm waiting for my food. So anyway, cheers. So what I'm doing today is I'm gonna start. Today is Thursday, so it's December 7th. Our event is on December 9th. So we have just a few things that need tagging. I had read some great advice. Somebody was giving advice. Here's the bag of beads, and I'm just gonna start tagging them. I need the tag, a pin, and then a small crochet hook, which I have right here, and I'll show you how I pull that through. So I'm gonna start with this bead. I won't have you watch all of this, but anyway, I'm going to get started and talk to you at the same time. So the advice was that when you go to these things, you should actually tag everything. And so that's what I've done. Everything is tagged. And that, 2 things happen. People don't have to ask you how much things are, because that can be awkward. And I'm just writing the price in with a pen, and then I'm going to take this. And all I do is I pull it, stick the crochet hook in like that. Grab, this might be too small of a crochet hook. Yeah, because it's struggling to get through. It might be too small. And that one's too small. Let's try it with this one. This is a size 3.5. So, let's see, it's pulled out some of the stuffing. And I'm trying to make sure I don't do that. So then I just put it through, and then I grab the string of the tag if I can. Goodness, I'm having a hard time. And pull that through. And then it looks like that. And then you just open up the loop like that and pull it through, and now you have a tag attached. So anyway, the advice was tag everything. They won't have to ask you. Plus, you know, they'll understand that, you know, it's not a flea market, so there's no bargaining if things are priced as they should be. If things are priced, and you can just say there's a price on everything, price is marked, and then you can avoid the you know, how much is this, and can I get it for this much instead? And it really does send that message that these things are priced as marked and there is no bargaining here. And that's what you want. You don't want to be like a flea market. Like when you go to a flea market, you do expect to get the lowest price possible, but we're talking about a handmade item, and really you should honestly expect to pay a premium price for something that someone made with their own two hands. And especially in this day and age where people don't make stuff. I think we got back to it a little bit during the pandemic because people didn't have anything else to do, so they started making things. And I think that's why we see so many young folks, especially on TikTok, you know, they are so many young crocheters on TikTok, and I'm here for it. And what I love about them as well is that they tend to know, you know, they know their worth, and they are not afraid to charge what their things are worth. But I'm not gonna go down that road again, so I have to delete the video, so let me stop. But anyway, I think there was a surge for sure during COVID with the handmade things, and there's so many people making things. And but you know, if someone sits and makes it with their own two hands, it's not factory made, it's not in a sweatshop, because even if it was a sweatshop, it's still being handmade. But it's just unfortunate because those folks are not getting paid for what they're doing. So like when you see any kind of crochet piece at Target, you know, somebody had to make that. Knitting, not necessarily, because there are machines that can do it, but if you see something crochet, somebody sat and made that. But it's likely in a country where there are no regulations and they don't get paid very much, and maybe for their standards it might be okay, but for ours, it's not. But anyway, in America. So, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and tag these until I get them all done, and I'm going to put them in the bins. The only other things I need to do as well is I have a couple of display shelving things that I need to put together, which I'll do throughout today and tomorrow, so that on Saturday we found out we have 1 hour to set up. So we get there 1 hour before opening, and we have to set up. I have a Easy Up tent, and this will be my first time using a tent. So pray for me that we can get this tent up. Thank God, me and Vickie and Ruby can help each other, because Vickie has a tent too, and we can all help each other prop up the tents. And then that way we can get it done as quickly as possible with all the stuff that we each have. 1 hour is not a lot of time, but we're gonna get it done. All right, I think that's it for this clip. I will see you in the next one. I'm gonna finish tagging these things. Bye. Okay guys, I tagged everything. In the process of looking through the things that I brought back from the stores that I had made in 2022, I found the very first leggy froggy I ever made, and I'm pretty sure it's the colors, but I was like, I made this and I was like, I don't like this pattern. But again, since then, what I was doing is I was using what was ever next to me. I was not trying to choose the colors or whatever. So this is some Chenille Home Slim that I think I used for a bunny in the hood, and I had this left. And yeah, here it is. I just don't. I'm sorry. I still don't like this one. I like it better in a different color. And I like it better, smaller. Maybe I should have made 2 or 3, but this was the first one, and it was sort of like when you taste some food for the first time. If it doesn't, for me, if it doesn't taste good the first time, then I'm probably not going to continue. This is probably, I would say this is 100% the reason why I have never been a drinker, because a lot of alcohol, it's an acquired taste, and I don't have that within me to acquire a taste for something that's not good initially. So I probably should have tried another one, but I was like, wow. But anyway, I got him. He's made. I'm gonna throw a little price tag on him and throw him out and see if anybody likes him. So that's it. That's all. I'll see you in the next clip. I keep forgetting to show you guys this Christmas card I received from the wonderful, awesome Chris Bragg. Hey, Chris. She has a channel and she uploads every once in a while, but she is a paper crafter as well as a knitter, and I believe also a crocheter. And she sent out this handmade card, and she uses paper piecing technique, so it looks quilted. Isn't that pretty? And then on the back, she has a little stamp there. And I just absolutely, and then on the inside, she wrote Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And it looks like the Merry Christmas portion is also stamped. But anyway, very nice work, Chris. Thank you so much. I always love getting your handmade cards, so I appreciate it, and thank you. And I think this is the first Christmas card that I've gotten. So anyway, okay, for real this time, I gotta get ready and go to work. Good morning, guys. It is Vlogmas Day 8, and let's see what our tea is for today. India's original chai. Day 8. I'll let you know how it goes. Let's get it out. India's original traditional Indian masala chai recipe. Black tea, 86%, cardamom, 4%, black pepper, 4%, cinnamon, 3%, and clove, 3%. That sounds like it's going to be good. And this is going to be one with cream for sure. Okay, I'm going to try it. Alright guys, it's the end of Vlogmas Day 8, and I just want to show you, I know I have way more than enough stuff, but what I did today is, I believe, did I tag this guy? So I tagged this one so it could get put into the bag to be sold. I won't be mad if it doesn't sell, but because I like this guy. But anyway, he's ready. Katie and Kelvin are ready to go now. They have their tag. And even though, you know, I said I really don't need anything else, I did not make the Christmas themed lovey, which is too bad, because I think it'll have to wait till next season, because I'm not doing any more shows, and so I won't have an opportunity to sell it before Christmas. So but I kept saying I wanted to do one more Christmas spirit gnome, and I have pulled it off. And I want you to see it before I package it up. This is the last item we have for the sale. And this is the Christmas spirit gnome that I have made now. I think this is my 4th one of these. Hold on. So here's this guy. So, you know, again, it's found in this magazine. This is Have a Happy Crochet Christmas from Crochet World, and this was from fall 2021. And we had a make-along in 2022 for this, and so many of you guys made this and several other gnomes. But this is how the guy looks. And I never do the striping, although it wouldn't have been hard to do, because I'm going to confess something here. So the yarn I used, let me move his little beard so you can see. The yarn I used for the legs was a self-striping. All of this yarn, except for the beard and hair and all the creamy color you see, all of the rest of it is loops and threads charisma yarn. This, I don't know what it is now, but I definitely, oh, you know what I think this is? This is, I believe, loops and threads as well. What was the name of it? Country Loom from Loops and Threads. And I only had just one ball of it. I think this is Country Loom. That's what it looks like. And I happen to have this ball of cream, and I thought it was going to be a perfect beard. I'm not great at these beards. I'm definitely not great at brushing them out. So I'm just trying to cut them in a nice way so that it'll look like a cool beard. And anyway, all of it is charisma except for the white, the creamy color again. And that I'm almost 99.9% sure that is Country Loom by Loops and Threads, which I don't think they make anymore. Anyway, I love how the gnome turned out. I'll give you like the 360. Okay, so, and you can see the legs on the bottom. You see them better from the back anyway. This is also charisma. And I started with this leg, and there was so much of this color here that I literally cut it. I did cut it so I could get some more color, because I really wanted a change in color on both legs. I didn't need them to match. I just needed the color to change. So I'm happy with how that came out. I cut out a good bit of it to get to where we could see some of that green on this leg. And so I used the rest and stuffed it into the actual foot. So what I cut out, I still use. So last item for the sale tomorrow is the big day. So the next clip you see should be me getting ready to leave and heading out to get set up. Again, we have a very short amount of time to get set up. Using a tent I never used. Vickie and I will actually just be Vickie and I, because our third musketeer had some stuff come up and she won't be able to make it. And so it's going to be the two musketeers trying to get all this stuff together within an hour and be ready to go for this sale. Y'all pray for us. I think we can do it. It's just going to be, a little bit challenging, but we can do it. All right. Anyway, I love the Country Loom. I love it for the beard. I love it for the furry part around the legs. And I honestly think that this is probably the first time I executed this exactly the way the pattern called for. I know I messed up on the last couple of them. I deviated. I won't say messed up. I deviated from the pattern, but I made it work. But this time, for the most part, I think I got it this time. So yeah. There you go. I just added the bell, and this gnome is ready to go. So I'm not going to embellish. Y'all know I like to embellish, but I'm not going to embellish this one for the sale, just because I think, if we just kind of leave him like this, he can remain sort of he can be a Christmas decoration, but he can also just be a winter decoration. If I put all the holly and ivy and all that, it'll definitely be screaming Christmas. So I'm going to leave that off on this one, and I'm going to just let it go like this. So that is a finish, the last finish I think that you will see for this vlog. That's it. I think I have one display thing two that I need to put together. And then I'm going to write out maybe a checklist. I have to do a few Christmas cards, because on top of the actual show tomorrow, the boutique tomorrow, we are having a small group Christmas party, and my husband has planned the entire thing without me, and we are hosting it. Pretty much he is hosting it because I'm going to be majorly late, but I am going to leave. I'm going to pack up and leave and zoom over to the party as quick as and as safely as I can. So I know I won't be making anything else. I hope that we are so busy tomorrow that we won't have time to like work on projects while we wait for our customers to show up. I'm praying that there's going to be so many customers and that all of my things will go. So anyway, that's it. That's all. I just wanted to show you guys this very last Santa gnome that Christmas spirit gnome that I got done. And I'm definitely making this same gnome in those colors that I showed you, the spring colors, and hey, he'll be available. I will tell you, I'm going to give you guys a little, if I can pull it off, I'm thinking of doing a live sale. And I don't know, I might have to find some partners in crime, but depending on how much stuff I have left over, I'm hoping to have a live sale because I really don't want to take pictures and put the stuff in my Etsy shop. I would just rather, if there are people out there who want it, who don't really crochet amigurumi, they can just get it from me. So be on the lookout for that. I hope I can pull it off, but I don't know when. I mean, I really hope I can pull it off. Well, I'm not gonna make any promises because honestly, I'm trying not to put anything else on my agenda so that I can get out of here. And so this will probably be after Christmas. It'll probably be in the beginning of the new year if I get to pull off a live sale. Because my stuff, I only have like 4 Christmas things. So everything else is, you can use it anytime. So anyway, that's it. That's all. I will see you in the next clip. Bye. All right, it's late. It's, I think, 11 o'clock on Vlogmas Day 8, December 8th. I'm going to go and lay down, but I got the things accomplished. I did put together the 2 display things, so that's done. And then I got these cards ready. I want Steve to be able to take them to the party tomorrow. So I just had to get them all ready. So I used a rubber stamp I got from Michael's to decorate the envelopes. And then I did get a chance to put some stamps, some seals on the back of each one. I just wanted to show you this one because I really like how this came out. This is one of the stamps that I got from the One Day Savings set that I got. But also the wax is from Michael's. And I love how this wax worked out. And I'm starting to learn there's a difference in the quality because there's no bubbling at all. I thought that was more of, I got bubbling in all the other ones because of my lack of skill. But I don't have very much more skill, and you don't see all that bubbling in the Michael's wax. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that and how nicely the stamp came out. This is from Michael's. I did get the envelope a little bit jacked up, but just the stamp came out really good. And what I do, I can't show you very well, but underneath here you can see this is all dirty, but this is a just some thick foam that you get from Michael's. If you put this kind of a thing under the paper that you're stamping on, it really does help the impression come out a whole lot better. Anyway, I got to add just a little bit of a handmade touch to these cards. I can't imagine making as many cards as Carrie Penny makes and as Marsha's mom, Marsha. I think Marsha from Marsha's mom, Marsha. Anyway, as well as Chris Bragg, they make a lot of handmade cards. I can't, and they make it like completely from scratch. I'm just happy I was able to pull off this rubber stamping and the wax seals on a few of my Christmas cards. All right, that's it. That's all. Bye, gang. All right, one last thing. I just wanted to show you what the card actually looks like. I don't know. I think I probably mentioned on the previous vlog that we went out and did our photo shoot for our family pictures. This is actually kind of a tradition in my church. Like, all of us do this. Everybody does this. And then we usually have a get-together or a potluck before the holidays, and everybody comes with their little cards and passes them out. So yep, this is ours for this year. My son, if I say so myself, he's so handsome. He just looks great in every shot. On the other hand, I had to like really search for actually, him and Steve both look great, but you know, we're our own worst critics. I took forever to find a picture I could halfway deal with me in it, but yeah, no. Anyway, we are terrible to ourselves sometimes. So anyway, I love how they came out. And so, yep, that's our picture for 2023. I don't pull it off every year, but we got it done this year. I'm very happy with these. Okay, bye. All right, y'all. This is the car packed. I have 4 of those big bags that are full of plushies. Everything else is display items, chairs, and that kind of thing. I couldn't take a helper if I wanted to. We need another car. Vlogmas Day 9. It's Vlogmas Day 9. Vlogmas Day 9, guys. And it is the big day. Finally, the day is here for this market that we really are hoping will go very well. But let's first, or now, I've already shown you guys I think what packing the car looks like. I had a goal this morning to do that first so that it's done, and then the rest is just getting myself ready, eating some food, and that's it. But let's check out this tea right now. So day 9 is another chai, which makes me happy. It's sweet cinnamon chai tea. I probably will enjoy that after the craft Christmas boutique. All right, guys, send us all the good thoughts. By the time you see this, it will be over, and you will have known some of our results. So I'm excited. There's a lot of chais in here, by the way. Look at these chais coming up. I'm excited. Okay, this is really good tea, though. I'm telling you, it's really good tea. Let's grab it out. Let me show you it. So there it is. It's a sweet cinnamon traditional Indian masala chai recipe. Real tea with real ingredients. 50% black tea, 30% cinnamon, 20% cardamom. That's gonna be great. I can't wait to try this one. All right, see you guys after, or maybe during the show. Okay, bye. All right, y'all. It was hectic. We didn't have a lot of time to set up. I didn't even put everything out, but we're making sales, so I have had a few sales. I do not even have everything out. It's going okay. It's kind of slow, but hey, I made my booth feedback. But man, this was a lot of work. I'll tell you all about it later, but that's what I'm looking like right now. And I don't know what time it is. We've been here for a couple of hours at this point. This is not at all how I wanted to set up, guys. It just, I'll tell you about it later. But anyway, here it is. Okay.
I think I'm gonna get this guy because I love him.
Good morning, everybody. This is December 10th. It's Vlogmas Day 9, but we're gonna end the Vlogmas. It's Vlogmas Day 10, really. Today is also my spiritual birthday. Yeah, I got baptized into Jesus Christ on December 10th, 1989. So I'm like, what, 32 or 33 years old, 33 years into this whole journey. But anyway, so let me quickly wrap up, and it's gonna be quick because it's not a lot to say. So we got there. The event was, they only gave us an hour to set up, and I had a tent I never used before. I was actually worried. And it was a mess. I was not ready in an hour. Like, I finally had the tent and table set up when it was about 7 minutes left to opening, because it wasn't an efficient way to bring in all of your things. You had to park one place and then drag everything to the spot. And it was just, so it just started out completely frustrating. And I just did not feel good at all, just because of how it started. But in the end, there was not a lot of foot traffic. The organizer told us that there happened to be another event going on not that far away, and it was in downtown Burbank, and a bigger event, and that might have taken some of the traffic. Whatever the reason, it was not a great show. However, I did make sales, and I came in at just $14 shy of bringing in $300. Now, the table fee wasn't that bad because we split 2 spots between 3 people. So we each sort of invested $37 and something for our spots. So that wasn't bad. But the good things is I loved seeing people's reaction to my things. I loved the interaction with the people. But I mean, I wanted to sell a lot. Not because I wanted to make a ton of money. That would be great. But I really need to get rid of this stuff. It's so much of it. So it's disappointing that I didn't get very many of them sold. I think overall maybe about 14 or 15 sales yesterday, which honestly, if you think about it, it's not that different from the coffee shop. So really an event like this should have been way better than the coffee shop. The issue was definitely a lack of foot traffic, because again, I keep saying, if people come, they will buy our things. People love the plushies, people love crochet items. And so the fact that we didn't have as many sales, and like I said, I probably did better than a lot of people. There was a lady selling succulents, and she did really well. People were coming in and buying her stuff. But I didn't see hardly anybody making any sales. And so it's just kind of sad. This was not a great day. But, I made some money, but I really, really want to make more. I mean, when you compare it to, I want to sell more. When you compare it to the first show that I did last year, I made almost $800 at that one. And so it was a bigger event. This was a small event. This was a very small event. It was only 10 vendors. But man, it just was not as good as we hoped. The organizer is talking about, wanting to get 10 consistent vendors at her events. They are in that location monthly. I don't know. I think I'm going to go and check it out a couple of times before I commit to something like that. Because honestly, to be seriously honest, this whole vending outside with the tent and all that, I think that's for the young people out there. I was so broke down when it was all done. I was like, wow, I don't know if this is really for me. And not on a consistent basis. I can pull it off once or twice a year. But to physically build a store, basically, every week, hats off to Laurel, hats off to Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations. Laurel is from the Dabbling Hook, and Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. These ladies consistently do these craft shows, and it's a lot of work, and they do it consistently, and they do it well. So hats off to them. I don't know if it's a learning curve. I just need to get used to it, but the tent took several people. I didn't have anybody. It was just me and Vickie. And this other lady who was next to us, it was just her. Her husband wasn't there yet. So the 3 of us helped each other get our tents up. And actually, my tent, I actually needed 2 or 3 other people came over because I didn't even know how to put the thing together. Because by the time we put up Vickie's and put up the other ladies' they were doing their thing, and Vickie was trying to help me, and then these two ladies from across the way, a young lady who was very knowledgeable about my particular tent, told me how to do it. The organizer tried to tell me how to do it, but I just kind of had to crawl down on the floor. I mean, it was just a mess. So overall, it wasn't the best experience. I did make a little bit of money, so that's a good thing, but I would have to check out some more of her events to see if really the traffic would be better sans the other event. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. If you're gonna go and do something like that, like when I could set up one table at a coffee shop and make just about the same thing, it was just a little bit less. But anyway, what did I sell? Both of my gingies sold. Katie and Kelvin sold. The alligator sold. Which I gave the kid a deal on that because he had bought Katie and Kelvin. They had bought a mushroom pop. I sold like 2 or 3 mushroom pops. I sold a chubby dino. I sold a Bronto. I sold no bees. I couldn't believe it. No bees. No turtles. What else did I sell? Anyway, what else did I sell? I sold a Lovey. What else? Okay, here's the other thing. I had a whole list. I was going to check off things as they got sold, but listen, I was so frustrated with the whole beginning that I never even, those first few sales, I'm just trying to pull that from memory. Somebody bought a strawberry, somebody bought a chicken. There were no best sellers. It was, I guess you could say the gingies, because both of those sold, but it was the cutest girls. You, I think by now have seen the clip. Those 2 girls were like, let's get something. We should get, I think they were actually twins, and they said, we should get something 20. You know, we should get a twin. We should get the same thing. So I had, one of them was interested in the gingerbread, and I was like, well, you know, I have another one. It wasn't out. So they bought the gingerbread. They bought a little gnome. The little gnome sold. Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was not a waste of time. It was just okay. And it wasn't fantastic. It was okay. So, but I'm packing it in. I'm on my way right now to the storage to put everything away. And me and Vickie are going to regroup, re-strategize, and try in 2024, to do like some bigger events where we're going to have to pay more to be a part of it, but they will have foot traffic. And so we got a couple of things in mind that we want to try to do. So let's see what happens. I think if I can pull off a spring show and then a winter show, that would be great, especially if I can do a really good spring show and get rid of most of the things that I have, sell most of those things, and then I can, just continue to make and be ready for the fall and winter season. All right, so back to the regularly scheduled program. I will be crocheting what I want to crochet. I will not be market prepping anymore, except that, I'm always market prepping, but I don't have a market, so it'll just be things that I make and put in the bin until we get a market set up. I think that's it. That's all. It wasn't fantastic. Okay, it just wasn't. But it was not a complete waste of time. It was just kind of like that. All right, that's it. That's all, guys. Thanks for joining me on the journey. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be Vlogmas Day 10, which is today, but it'll be in the next video. Okay, bye. All right, guys, I am putting everything in storage, shutting down the Christmas craft show season. Vlogmas Day 10, and I think I might be too ambitious, but let's see if I make it.